I'm just taking time to make the proper use of my influence. Couple 100,000 cash, a few haters, lawyer fees for new cases, and a box of blunts later I give you.
This is where Mazio Arnold is being held on a $750,000 bond. And like you guys said, the family had been in contact with him for months. This is because he shares 2 children with DeAndrea, and they were just wanting to see and speak with those grandchildren, not knowing he was suspected of killing her. And we do need to warn you, some of the details in this story are disturbing.
It's really a shocker right now to find out that he's responsible for this.
Bernadette Davis is still grieving the loss of her daughter, 24-year-old DeAndrea Funches.
She didn't deserve this. Whatever the situation was, like this, she didn't deserve it.
Pretty young lady
DeAndrea died in February at the home she shared with her boyfriend, Mazio Arnold, on West Galbraith Road. The couple has 2 children. Bernadette says Arnold told her DeAndrea died of a drug overdose.
Which never sat right with me. From day one, it never made sense to me.
But Bernadette learned the truth about her daughter's tragic death this week when police arrested Arnold for killing DeAndrea.
The allegations in this instance are the defendant assaulted the victim so violently that her head was internally decapitated from her body.
Damn!
I didn't know that it was that.
Her head was decapitated from her body. Do you know what decapitated means? Decapitated, that's like some what is it, some Game of Thrones shit. You know, if you watch it, like when they chop the head off and they put it on a spike, they put the head somewhere and they let everybody, they did that to my man Ned, man. They did my man Ned wrong for that one, but he didn't chop this girl head off.
That brutal.
For what?
So I didn't get an official report, but I read it online.
Bernadette says she's struggling to understand what happened. She had been in contact with Arnold for months to speak with her grandchildren.
As far as I know about him, he seemed to be okay. The kids loved him. They had issues like any other couple, but I never in a million years would have thought that this would have been the outcome of that situation. I'm more or less concerned about the kids because now they've lost both of their parents.
Bernadette says she wants people to remember DeAndrea for being the life of the party, but for also overcoming struggles. She says she turned her life around for her children and was working at a nursing home.
She had a beautiful smile.
Yeah, she did.
I just want people to remember that part.
I ain't gonna lie, man. It's crazy. Yeah, she cute. She cute. It's crazy how, like, you know, you hear about people and their passings and all of that stuff like that. And I watch a lot of crime TV shows and shit like that. And they always say, like, couples and everything, like, I want to say the number's like, it's a high number. It's like a 65% chance. Well, I know it's more than half. More than half of the time, like, when people die in their relationships or they get killed in their relationships, it's the person that they're with, bro. And I just never, I can understand somebody can make you want to feel like that. You get what I'm saying? We all been in it. It's like, man, this motherfucker, like, bro, like, I'm going to snap her neck, or no, I ain't going to snap her neck. We ain't going to do all that. We ain't trying to. But, like, you know, I'm going to take her nose and, like, twist it real hard into, you get what, she probably be like, man, I'm going to slap the back of his head. Like, everybody go through that. Like, I feel like that's, like, regular relationship stuff. But at the end of the day, for it to escalate and, like, when it start getting physical, and that's with both sides, that's with men and women. When it start getting physical, that's when it's time to go. Like, when a person should never feel comfortable enough to put their hands on you. Because that's like, that you do something, that's like, to me, it's feeling like possessive. Like, you feel like you possess me, like I'm a possession of yours. You take your shoes and grab, like, you don't do that with another person. That's just in my opinion. So I don't know, but this is sad because she a nice looking young lady, and I'm not saying that she all the way innocent. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is unfortunate that a 24-year-old woman lost her life. You know, that was a mother. She was a mother too. So nobody wins. Like the lady, like her mother said, nobody wins in this situation.
Had a beautiful heart.
Crazy.
In Mazio Arnold's case.
Yeah, man. Like I said, There's never a reason that y'all should feel like y'all should have to beef, or where y'all beefing to the point where y'all want to put y'all hands on each other. Like I always say in my video, if it ever get to that point, for one, as a dude, as a man, bro, you gotta dip. You gotta dip, because you never win in an argument with a woman. I've never won an argument with a woman. She might have stopped talking just to shut me up, but in her mind, she like, shit, I still won that argument. Or even if she did win an argument, now I gotta shut up and be like, all right, like, yeah, like, she was right. Like, you never, that's just only experience I got for the fellas. For the guys, it's like, man, keep your mouth shut. And if it ever gets to the point where, like, y'all, and that's for women too, because women like to jump out there and throw them, they like to get out there too. So if it ever get to that point, if you ever feel like it's getting to that point, let's go ahead and dip out. You get what I'm saying? Like, bounce out, leave her. To be honest with you, my thing with it, if you ever feel like you need to put your hands on me, we done for good. It ain't no reason to come back to that. I don't want to be around nobody that's trying to hit me and punch on me and fight on me and all of this. Like, nah, bro, like, leave her. You can find, we all, it's not just for the men, it's for the women too. We all can find somebody, but like, nobody needs to be in a relationship where it's like domestic, where it's like violence and all of that shit. Like, that shit ain't cool, bro. That shit ain't cool. And this was an instance where it probably just went too far. I'm going to say, who knows? I don't know. But I'm quite certain that a lot of the times, well, not a lot, I don't know. Most of the time, hopefully, when stuff like this do happen and people do pass away, the person who did it, they didn't mean to do it. They didn't mean to. You get what I'm saying? They didn't mean to. Nigga just held that chokehold for too long. Or she just stabbed that wrong. You get what I'm saying? All of it is like, damn, at the end of the day, it's called a crime of passion. You did a crime of passion in the heat of the moment. So y'all try to stay out of that moment. I'm about to get up out of here. Be easy. GTG the family. I'm out.
Thank you for holding me down. Thank you for holding me down.